Okay, hello. I've been recording Poke Earth, the Duo, and then before that I watched, oh no, what's it called? Poke Planet? I think it was the Garchomp one, and this is now PokéNational Tinkaton. I don't know much about Tinkaton. Pretty much what I know is the thing that like everybody knows, and also what we've seen from Dots, Tinkatink and Tinkatuff in the cartoon, in the show, in Pokemon Horizons. But that one I think is a little bit special, and it also has a different. So in my mind, how Tinkatuff and Tinkatink's hammer look, I'm thinking of Dots in the show, even though that is different from a regular Tinkatuff and Tinkatink, I think. Which, actually, that is how a shiny Tinkatuff and Tinkatink should look. It should just be the hammer. It may be a completely different thing. But anyways, let's go into this one. PokéNational.
Hey over here.
Who, me?
Did you catch it? Oh, jeez, these dang clouds. Oh, almost saw him. Did you see it? It's right in the clouds there.
Maybe.
There she is. Corviknight. One of the most durable and stoic flying type species in the world. Here you can see Corviknight flying its way over the skies of the Paldea region. While this species is originally from the Galar region,
very majestic birds
for the winter so that it can enjoy the region's warm climate. However, this journey doesn't come easy to Corviknight. No, there is one Pokemon in Paldea that despises Corviknight.
Well, does it despise
so
it?
Strong that it has become an instinctual
or is it just, you know what, it likes metal, it wants metal.
Corviknight has to be careful, or it may end up running into its greatest enemy, the terrifying, terrorizing troublemaker.
There we go.
Tinkaton. Don't be fooled by its fluffy pink demeanor. Tinkaton is a very intelligent Pokemon with a bad habit of bad behavior.
I never envisioned Tinkaton like that fluffy, or at least the body. I'm thinking a little bit more like rubbery, metallic-y, kind of like in the show. That looks interesting. I do like how the hair looks. That's not like hair. It's like, oh god, that really shows how big the hammer is when looking at that Corviknight. Or was that a Corvisquire? I think that was a Corviknight. Yeah, it's a Corviknight. It looks super tiny.
That it has baffled researchers for decades.
Even though competitively Corviknight demolishes Tinkaton, but
when challenged, Tinkaton can easily learn subjects like math or sign language, but because of how much they favor violence, Tinkaton frequently finds themselves working with trainers as partner Pokemon, focused on challenging gym leagues and general battling.
Because I mean, having a Tinkatuff and Tinkatink, when you just out about and then just stealing everything with iron and trying to make it into their hammer,
man, and victims.
Probably a lot of lawsuits.
Be careful if you're in its line of sight, because you never know if it'll give you a hug or hunt you down.
Alright. Okay. Be careful of that Corviknight Tinkaton. It might have like bird flu or something. The fluffy pink one's nice. I do like how scary it looks. Now when I look at it, there's straight on ahead like that and I'm actually paying attention to the face. I do like how creepy it looks with those eyes and like the mouth like that. It actually reminds me a lot, and this might not actually make any sense if I go back and watch that music video. The Billy Talent Saint Veronica music video. Which is about... I do think that it's about a book, right? I'm pretty sure I have read that book about the girl. I think it's about a girl in Eastern Europe who grows up in a... what's that called? An orphanage, and escapes and then commits suicide. I don't know. That is what I'm thinking about. When I see this rendition of Tinkatuff, I'm thinking about some 16-year-old East European girl who's in a orphanage, escapes from it, depressed, killing herself. And then I think about the Billy Talent song about that book. Probably not what Elias wanted, or Elias Entertainment. Don't think that is the point of this one, that you're supposed to think about that, but that is what I think about. I do think, like, if I had to give something off like a negative, it's probably is the size difference between a Corviknight and the Tinkaton. But I don't actually know how big is it. Like, maybe that is actually the size differences between them. I mean, I'll probably check that out after this to see. I mean, and also obviously Pokemon ranges in sizes. I mean, what it says in the Pokédex is just kind of like maybe like the median size is my guess, or maybe the average. Now I'm gonna assume the median size is what the Pokédex catalogs, like the most common, instead of just the average one. Because if you take this Corviknight and the Corviknight that I have in my mind, that's like the size of a Pidgeot, like 6 feet or whatever, put them together, the average of that would probably, well, it would be between these two and it would not be indicative of what the actual height of the species is. Yeah, man, other than that, there's not that much to say. Because it didn't really talk, to me at least, I feel like it didn't focus that much on Tinkaton. I mean, we basically get like a minute of Tinkaton, and when I'm trying to remember what information did we get, maybe there was some new information that I didn't know about Tinkaton, but it just didn't stick in my mind. And because the whole point of hunting Corviknights is fun, and I do like this as like an intro to that. Also, it is a Gen 9 Pokemon, so you don't really have much to go with, right? Because it's only been in one Pokédex. So there's not like a bunch of information to use. Yeah, like that's pretty much it. And talked a bit about that they have a rivalry. Maybe I would have liked it if it kind of like would have gone into a bit more of them just wanting to get as much iron or steel or something to like repair or do something with their hammers or something. So you could see it with the Corviknight. Because we did see the Magneton in the background. Maybe here, when it was on the log, maybe we could have seen like a Magneton in 2 pieces, like where we see like basically 2 Magnemites, but it was actually a Magneton originally or something. To really go into more of like that terrible terror thing of it being a bit of like an apex predator, even though it looks, you know, very cute, a little bit of like just a pink goblin girl, you know, the stereotype of the little girl with the big hammer, but it actually is an apex predator. I think I would have wanted to see more of that. So, and I think seeing one more victim rather than just a Corviknight would have helped that a lot. Oh, and I didn't even notice that there's a second Tinkaton right here climbing or trying to climb up this, I said log, but it's obviously a cliff or a rock. And that was the Terrible Terror Tinkaton. PokéNational by Elias Entertainment. Make sure to check out in the description because that's where the video is.